in terms of sleep, and if you can start maybe in your 20s and up to date, do you have the same prioritization about sleep, or has that changed in your mind in terms of how well you feel at work? Because there's a huge trend in terms of sleep, and someone thinks it's a competition to get 10 hours today because sleep is the most important thing in life. But of course, it's individual, right? So it's not like we can't say this is the right amount of sleep. But since you are a creative person, how have you found sleep to how does it affect you, basically, if you sleep well for 1 week or super bad in 1 week or months?
I guess I'm like a sort of the perfect soldier. I can sleep anywhere, anytime. Then no problems. I'm sleeping on airplanes. I'm sleeping standing up or lying down. Just takes me 2 seconds. It annoys my wife to almost crazy because she does not.
Do you know how you do it, or is it just born? Or do you have a method to sleep in 2 seconds if you're standing up?
Well, first of all, you need to close the eyes. And then secondly, of course, you might need to put a little effort into sort of clearing your mind. And sometimes it's just too cluttered. So what I do sometimes when it's just too much, you can't really let go of all the things you're thinking of. And I just invite all the thoughts I have at once, and that becomes too much anyway. So I fall asleep from that. So, but yeah, of course. I mean, I think during studying, for example, I experimented with that. I mean, you were looking to get good grades, etc. So I would for a couple of semesters, I would almost not sleep at all. You know, for a month, I would only sleep 2 hours a day, and then work to sort of maximize the output. And I just got exactly the same grade as I did before, and the output was not even that good, but the amount of work done was of course weighing the other direction. So I think I learned from that you know, the one thing, like we talked, you can't force it, and the other thing is you need a little bit. There is effective work and there is just work. So you need to sort of conserve your energy and harness that for when you need it. Yeah.
It's sort of I don't know if you're familiar with the Pareto Rule, but basically that 20% of the output is basically the result. So you should just maximize on that 20, because, you know, you can seem quite busy if you have a job that's sort of your own company. You can be in meetings, you can take phone calls, but does it really add value to the project? Probably not every time.
That's an excellent point, actually, because we spend far too much time answering emails, responding to different kind of requests, either by email or phone, and that's all something. They all take a little bit of energy. They all take a little bit of focus away from where you really should be working. So being able to sort of how should I put, filter some of that, I think is probably a key. Yeah.